are going to discuss the difference between coercion and undue influence. Look, coercion is an act of threatening which involves the use of physical force. So, coercion is the act of threatening someone, and this act involves the use of physical force. That is threatening someone to harm someone. On the other hand, when we talk about undue influence is an act of influencing the will of the other party, the wish of the other party. The other party is no more interested in your contract, but you are using the moral pressure on him. That is undue influence. So this is the difference on the basis of meaning. We talk about the now sections. Look, the Indian Contract Act 1872's section 15 discusses about the coercion. In simple way, coercion has been discussed. The method, the application of coercion is discussed under section 15 of the Indian Contract Act 1872. On the other hand, the undue influence is also discussed in the Indian Contract Act 1872 in the section 16. So section 16 of the Indian Contract Act 1872 is all about undue influence. On the other hand, the section 15 is about the coercion. Both are the essential part of a contract. Now, the third basis of difference is that psychological pressure or physical pressure, both these two type of pressure or forces, I repeat, psychological pressure or physical force is there when we talk about coercion. In coercion, there must be psychological pressure or physical force. But on the other hand, we talk about undue influence, there is either mental pressure or moral force. The application of moral force, or in other words, mental pressure must be there if we talk about the undue influence. So undue influence must include mental pressure or moral force. Now the third difference on the basis of purpose. Look, if we talk about the purpose of coercion, the purpose of coercion is to compel a person in such a way that he enters into a contact with the other party. Yes, coercion is the main purpose of coercion is to compel some person to make the contract, enter into contract, but we are compelling him. He is no using free choice. So if we talk about the purpose of coercion, we can say coercion means to compel a person in such a way that he enters in the contact with the other party. On the other hand, in undue influence, we take the unfair advantage of a person, of his position. In undue influence, we take the unfair advantage, unfair advantage of his position, of a person's position. Now the fifth difference is that criminal nature. Yes, coercion is of criminal nature activity. Coercion is an criminal nature activity. But undue influence has no criminal like activity. It has no criminality at all. It is not an activity based on criminality. So, if we are talking about the fourth basis of difference, that is criminal nature, let me tell you that undue influence includes criminal activity since it has threatening. It is threatening someone. For physical forces is used. That's why it is of criminal nature. But undue influence has moral pressure, moral force, mental pressure is there. That is why it is not regarded or assumed as a criminal activity, criminal nature activity. Now, the sixth difference is relationship. The relationship between the parties is not necessary when we talk about coercion. In coercion, there no need that must be relationship between these two parties. The relationship between the parties is not necessary if we talk about coercion. But on the other hand, if we talk about undue influence, there must be some relationship between these two parties. The act of undue influence is done only when the parties to the contract are in the relationship, like teacher student, doctor patient, etc. So we have discussed today the six differences on the six basis. First, on the basis of meaning. Second, the section I have discussed, section 15 about coercion and section 16 is about undue influence. We have also discussed the use of coercion and the use of undue influence. Apart from that, purpose, the nature of criminality and relationship, these are the six bases of differences on which we have described today. We have tried to differentiate these two items, two elements of a contract, coercion and undue influence. Thank you.